This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, Will. How are you today?
Shelley, I'm well. Middle of the week.
Almost over the hump.
Sure. It's interesting. I put this under the overall digital transformation of the water sector, however you want to define the water sector. And that was happening pre-pandemic. And what has happened over the past year is that this trend has accelerated in terms of interest, need, and innovation. So, True Elements fits into this trend that's been building for some period of time and has accelerated over the past 12 plus months. And, really where we started, and, I started my career as a hydrogeologist during the analog days, which meant that, I would go out in the field and collect a water sample and measure a water level and record that information and put it somewhere, capture it somewhere, and it became increasingly difficult to access for practitioners and then, obviously other stakeholders. So really what's happened is that we've made this move from analog to digital and coupled that with the ability to collect real-time water quality and water quantity data and turn all of this into actionable information. So, suddenly the wealth of data that we have in the US regarding water quality suddenly becomes a powerful tool because you can access it and couple it with AI solutions. So moving from, yes, we've got a lot of data, we do have actionable information, but it's not easy to get at, and it's not easy to understand in a predictive way what it means.
Right. And I've heard people say things like, water resource managers and other people in the water industry already have access to a lot of this information, but it's just sitting on a flat spreadsheet in their computer and it hardly ever gets looked at. So that's what you mean by the AI, correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I mean, it sits in a spreadsheet or it sits on in a PDF or as a PDF.
Right.
Well, that's not terribly useful. You've just taken it and put it someplace. But the ability to access it and, more importantly, to understand what it means going forward in a predictive way, that's powerful. So, yes, we have data. Is it useful, on a real time, or, currently, not so much, and certainly not predictive.